postseason with a victory here.
And they basically owned this team all season long, winning 3 straight, a chance to sweep here in the season series tonight.
Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they get out to a big lead to see them try to run it up. I mean, familiarity can breed contempt. You've heard me say that many times. And they'll look to gain an edge going into next season if they can get a big win here.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Starks in at small forward. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Rondo in at the 1. When you think of James Harden, you don't think much about his athleticism. His strength, though, is exceptional for his position.
Yeah, I think that's his greatest attribute. His ball handling's good, but it's his strength. He's able to run through contact.
Here is Harden following the basket by Freak. Shot clock at 6. Ariza outside. Lets it go with the 3. The shot no good. So the Kings will take it the other way. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And boy, that was a tough one, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff, too.
Here is Harden after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Ariza outside, and the foul called on Freak.
That's his first personal foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Harden kicks to Ariza. Just 5. Ariza's got his first 2 points of the night.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
Rondo passes to Starks. 11 feet away. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Starks has got his second bucket of the night. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Beverly against Rondo. Beasley sets a screen for Beverly. And the rejection by Cousins. Ariza has the open look. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Ariza's got 5 points so far. Starks with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And he makes both free throws. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden outside. Beasley outside. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Beasley sets a screen for Beverly. Dishes it to Beasley. Inside. Slam home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw. The Kings trail by 5. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled for basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Harden out there at Brewer. And it's Smith in at the center, filling out the middle. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns stepped up to deliver. He ended with 16 points and added 3 rebounds as well. This was just the game he wanted to have as he leads his team to the playoffs. You want to be hot late, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Collison, no good. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career to date.
For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over. Brewer, good.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Collison dishes to Starks, and they get it. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 8 points for Freak.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Smith with a screen on Rondo. Harden kicks to Jones. Starks with the rebound. The Kings trail by 8. He dishes it to Cousins. Collison against Ariza. Here's Starks. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Starks has got 10 points in the game.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
To the middle. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Harden.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Collison. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Nice shot by Smith.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And Cousins throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Now, here is